Hello everyone, I am Aishi Datta from iExpo. Today we are going to continue with our previous video, that is Food Web Part 1. Energy movement. Energy flows through the different trophic levels. It begins with the energy from the sun that autotrophs use to produce food. This energy is transferred up the level as different organisms are consumed by members of the level that are above them. Approximately 10% of the energy that is transferred from one trophic level to the next is converted to biomass. Biomass refers to the overall mass of an organism or the mass of all the organisms that exist in a given trophic level. Since organisms expend energy to move around and go about their daily activities, only a part of the energy consumed is stored as biomass. Types of food webs. There are a number of different types of food webs which differ in how they are constructed and what they show or emphasize in relation to the organisms with the particular ecosystem depicted. Scientists can use connectance and interaction food webs along with energy flow, fossils, and functional food webs to depict different aspects of the relationship with an ecosystem. Scientists can also further classify the types of food webs based on what ecosystem is being depicted in the web. Connectance food web. In a connectance food web, scientists use arrows to show one species being consumed by another species. All of the arrows are equally weighted. The degree of strength of the consumption of one species by another is not depicted. Interaction of food web. Similar to connectance food web, scientists also use arrows in interaction food webs to show one species being consumed by another species. However, the arrows are weighted to show the degree of or strength of consumption of one species by another. The arrows depicted in such arrangement can be wider, bolder, or darker to denote the strength of consumption if one species typically consumes another. If the interaction between species is very weak, the arrow can be very narrow or not present. Energy flow food web. Energy flow food webs depict the relationship between organisms in an ecosystem by quantifying and showing the energy flux between organisms. Fossil food webs. Food webs can be dynamic and the food relationship with an ecosystem change over time. In a fossil food web, scientists attempt to reconstruct the relationship between species based on available evidence from the fossil record. Functional food webs. Functional food webs depict the relationship between organisms in the ecosystem by depicting how different populations influence the growth rate of other populations within the environment. Food webs and type of ecosystem. Scientists can also subdivide the above type of food webs based on the type of ecosystem. For example, an energy flow aquatic food web would depict the energy flux relationships in an aquatic environment, while an energy flow in terrestrial food web would show such relationships on land. Bioaccumulation and biomagnification. Bioaccumulation and biomagnification are important concepts. Bioaccumulation is the accumulation of a substance like a poison or contaminant in an animal. Biomagnification refers to the buildup and increase in concentration of stage substance such as it passed from trophic level to another trophic level in food web. Importance of the study of food web. Food webs show us how energy moves through an ecosystem from the sun to producer to consumers. The interconnectedness of how organisms are involved in this energy transfer within an ecosystem is a vital element to understanding food webs and how they apply to the real world science. Just as energy can move through an ecosystem, other substances can move through as well. When toxic substances or poisons are introduced into an ecosystem, there can be a devastating effects. The increase in toxic substances can have a profound impact on species within an ecosystem. For example, man-made synthetic chemicals often do not break down easily or quickly and can build up an animal's fatty tissue over time. These substances are known as persistent organic pollutants. Marine environments are common example of how these toxic substances can move from phytoplankton to zooplankton, then to fish that eat the zooplankton, then to other fishes like salmon who eat those fish, and all the way up to orca who eat salmon. Orcas have high bulbar content so that the POPs can be found at very high level. These levels can cause a number of issues like reproductive problems, developmental issues with their young ones, as well as immune system issues. By analyzing and understanding food webs, scientists are able to study and predict how substances may move through the ecosystem. They are then better able to help prevent the bioaccumulation and biomagnification of these toxic substances in the environment through intervention. Thank you so much. If you like our video, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Also, please go and watch the previous videos which are appearing on your screen. Thank you.